first thing we're going to talk about is security deposits. And what is a security deposit? Of course, it's money you give to your landlord when you move in. The landlord can use it to cover any unpaid rent or damages, and you may not use your security deposit to cover your last month's rent unless your landlord agrees at the time of the deposit. Most landlords are going to require a security deposit before you move in, and if you damage the property or leave owing rent, your landlord can use that deposit to cover what you owe. And the deposits themselves can amount to several $100s or even thousands of dollars, depending on what you have agreed to. Fortunately, many states impose strict rules on how landlords can collect and use the deposits and how they must return them and when the tenants move out. Some states and cities even require landlords to put deposits in a separate account and pay interest on them. I would say most states require that. And landlords who violate that security deposit laws are often subject to substantial financial penalties. So you can check your state deposit. Each state has their own security deposit rules. So I would check your own state and see what the rules are for your state. Now, half the states do not set any limits on the deposits. As with the rent, the landlords are free to charge as much deposit as they want. But unless the rental market is unless it's really tight, landlords aren't going to find many takers if they charge an very high security deposit over a month or two of rent. The other half of the states limit the deposit the landlord can collect to an amount equal to either 1 or 2 months' rent. And the deposit limit that applies to you may depend on other factors such as your age. Sometimes senior citizens have a lower deposit ceiling, or whether or not your rental unit is furnished. Sometimes larger deposits are allowed for furnished units, or whether or not you have a pet. If so, you're going to pay a higher deposit, or the number of rental properties the landlord owns. Smaller landlords may be exempt from some of the security deposit limits. Now, you can increase the deposits if you have a fixed term lease. Your landlord